initiative. As Wiggins going to work. Nice spin move. Picks up right where he left off from Saturday night.
Hey, man, what's up with Tommy Field talking about it's going to be 6 more weeks of winter? Has he not been to Oklahoma?
Not today.
It's 80 degrees today.
Kenrich Williams got underneath. Might have been blocked by Jackson. As Kenrich is making his first start of the season. As Rollins able to slip behind everybody in transition.
To stop the forward progress of that basketball and then picked it up.
Shai trying to go through not a one, but two, maybe even 3 defensive players. And on the very last line of defense, takes a little contact for the three-point play. Key personnel, no J-Dub, no Caruso, no Keeson Wallace. Still trying to play a certain way against this Milwaukee team. Rollins, a little up and under there.
Yeah, even before he released that shot, he just said, man, this is something good here. This might be something better. The big man still in the basketball. And he goes coast to coast like butter and toast. Now, he got to start the other night because of J-Dub's absence.
Good contest. Hartenstein forced the pass. Jackson able to tip it up and in. Wants to play to that certain standard, certain energy on the defensive end. Even with those guys out, as Livingston on the follow there is going to get a chance to go to the free throw line. Shai's got it going here in the first quarter. Already with 13, make it 15 as he punches that one down.
But also can come off the bench, which is what you really need a lot of times to get that instant offense.
Shai goes right around Rollins. That is an unfair fight if Rollins is going to play defense like that. Shai's going to get to the rim every single time. Shai has been able to dictate things already with the 17 points in this first quarter. Stops, goes right back to work and lays it up and in. Unfair business from SGA. Not just because this is a weaker Milwaukee team, it just doesn't matter who he goes up against. This feels like he's at the peak of his powers as Smith already had a steal that resulted in a fast break dunk. There's a nice deflection. Milwaukee keeps it. Hartenstein the contest, but Jackson hangs in the air long enough. And Michael might come out of his seat when it happens. Seeing a lefty big man knock down a 3. Joe decides to give it up to Jang. That was the right pass. Jang full stride. Everybody running the floor. Everybody in sync. Turnaround, Johnson, and that's a good move. Went right on Dylan Jones.
Did a good job of just, kind of spinning around him. You got to get around his physicality to be able to finish in the paint like that.
Jang, sidestep 3, and Ousmane Jang shows his stroke from the outside. 5th stop for Doc Rivers. Think back to his days with Orlando, Boston, where he won the title. Nice cut. Wiggins, beautiful ball movement. Dylan Jones, right on time. Trent has been taking the majority of the shots for the Bucks here in the second quarter. Comes up empty again. He's missed his last 5. Connaughton on the offensive rebound. He floats it up and in. No look pass underneath. Jackson, turn around. The Bucks are getting opportunities, just missing all these shots on the run out. There is Ousmane Jang with some levitation. Guys like Ousmane Jang, Dylan Jones in there getting opportunities.
Well, and this is a team also, they got players missing. Thunder have players missing, and they're pro athletes. And you have to respect that. Bucks just the same as the rotational players are in the game for the Thunder. And they left Isaiah Joe wide open, and he's got a chance for an and one. Which is some really terrific offense as Green goes back door. Thunder still shooting a white-hot 66%.
Still trying to execute at a high level. Connaughton, it's a good defensive player. Kenrich got caught. One on the baseline, served it up right to DeLon Wright. That is a big-time move in transition. Wow, Jackson with a burst.
Connaughton could not finish.
Now Kenrich read the passing lane. He's able to take it away. SGA, easy layup in transition.
Well, guys, the Doncic-Davis trade was the overwhelming talk around the league last weekend, but what stood out yesterday in practice was just the stoic nature of the team. Mark Daigneault simply said, every team is running its own race.
Certainly deserving of a starting all-star berth, which is coming up pretty quickly in San Francisco. Are you going to the All-Star game?
I am not.
Okay. I won't either. How about that?
Taking the break in All-Star break. Jay Will from the outside.
Got a little bit better in that second quarter as well as for the half. And it's just, you know, all about good ball movement as well. I was happy.
You didn't have confidence you were going to make the shot? What's up?
You know what I felt good about? I put him a lot of those guys in the Hall of Fame.
Wiggins adds another three to his line on the night. And that is a hard take. And
they put a little English on it. That's what we call it, folks. We just spin that basketball off the glass. We call it English.
And he's got that too. I mean, he's got a lot of English in his pocket that he can bust out when he needs to. Everybody on the move, trying to get back down the floor here. Rollins having stripped by Wiggins. Now he's got his head up, looking for teammates. Dishes it off. Kenrich Williams almost uncontested. That is way too easy.
Be mad at him for trying, because that's what you have to do when a big man is waiting or chasing you down on a move to the basket. You've got to punch that down. You know, everybody's going to suffer injuries throughout the season, but can your team be able to continue to perform, even though you're missing some key personnel? I feel the Houston Rockets in that conversation. Shingun's out right now. They're kind of maybe struggling a little bit, but they're still one of those teams we just put up on that graphic that's got over 30 wins. That's Jay Will.
Well, there's something about the plays that he makes. He's got energy at all times. Now he stretches it out to the outside. Speaking of big men who can shoot.
Smith just knocked down that corner three for the Bucks. Jay Will did the same for the Thunder.
One thing that really sticks out, Mike, about Jalen Williams, Jay Will, that is.
Orchestrate offense through him, and he helps facilitate as well with the screening.
Oh, they're going to call the foul on the three-point shot, I believe.
No minutes are wasted even in the G League, as well as they are here.
Now it's Ousmane Dieng's turn to follow a miss with a jam.
You know, a lot of other guys are on display that have been working hard out there all season. This is one of the guys right here.
Three, that's long. Dieng's going to send it up to Jay Will. And Jay Will with some power in transition. Tracks down his own miss. Ousmane Dieng steps into it, and how about Ousmane Dieng? That's his third three.
And he's still so young, folks. A lot of upside remaining. And he's playing with a terrific ball club that's also has a lot of upside to it as well.
We'll see what he can do in those touch point games.
He's getting some great minutes tonight, too. Still at, what, 22 minutes right now and counting. As the starters are...
There's certain abilities to dunk. You don't see that very much anymore, Mike. I mean, you just don't get the high flyers like you did in the 90s. That's a nice take by Dukas.
Beat some really good teams. Darko Rajakovic, former Thunder coach, heading that ship, got those young guys playing some good basketball.
Already with 21 in the game, his career high is 22.
Wow.
All right, shot clock was a factor. It's a nice stroke from the outside by Johnson. And now they're the ones that can take it to an opposing team like a depleted Milwaukee roster. Well, it's just up and down at this point. 2 minutes and 20 seconds left. The suspense. This game was over early on. Not much suspense. Thunder get it done. 6